All right, so I assume everyone knows some of the combos for this deck already in terms of trying to U-Link. So I'm going to show you a simple combo that you guys can do to kind of start getting into your transcode and firewall plays, guys. This is one, all you pretty much need for this combo is one Firewall Defensor and then a single card to discard. So here's how the combo goes. First things first, we are going to link off into our Yugioh using our Firewall Defensor. Firewall Defensor's effect in Graveyard will allow us to special summon a Firewall monster back to our field. And we're going to grab our Firewall Phantom. When Firewall Phantom is link summoned, or when it's used for a link summon, you can fetch a Signet card. So we are going to grab our Signet Witch for our link summon, and then it allows us to grab any Signet card we want from our deck to our hand. So let's grab Signet Mining. We'll now activate Signet Mining's effect to discard whatever our discard card is and add any level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. We can add anything that we want here. This time I'm just going to add the EMP Meow Mine because it's easy to demonstrate the plays here. Now, EMP Meow Mine, when you have a link monster in your graveyard, which you do, it's your link Yugioh. You can special summon it to a zone that your Cyberse Witch points to. And when that happens, Cyberse Witch allows you to banish summon a spell, which you will have now because of your Signet Mining, to add your Cyberse Sage and your Signet Ritual from your deck to your hand. For your next move, what you can do is you can activate your Signet Ritual, but before you do that, Cyberse Witch's effect, when you activate that effect that turn, allows you to special summon a Cyberse monster back to your field. And you can pick any Cyberse monster that you want. For this, for the sake of example, we'll pick our Firewall Phantom. This is for the purpose so that you can utilize Signet Ritual with either your Firewall Phantom or your EMP Meow Mine in order to special summon your Cyberse Sage. When she's on the field, she allows you to banish monsters from your graveyard in order to form a fusion summon. But the main combo that you might want to do on that is first and foremost going for your synchro play. Now, we can either go for this or for this, but if we wanted to, we could have used our Firewall Phantom for the material to keep our EMP Meow Mine on the field. This would allow us to basically banish our Yugioh and any Cyberse monster, such as our Firewall Defensor, in order to special summon to our board Cyberse Deceive Worm. And now it's time for a synchro summon. And what this can allow us to do is we'll take our EMP Meow Mine and our Cyberse Sage and utilize both of those monsters to special summon Cyberse Integrator. When Cyberse Integrator is special summoned, it can special summon any Cyberse monster you want back from your graveyard. We can grab Meow Mine, Phantom, or our Sage. Let's just grab Meow Mine for the sake of example to give you kind of an example of how things can go with Cyberse Integrator. It locks you into Cyberse for the rest of the turn, but you don't really care. So now your Cyberse Deceive Worm can special summon you a Cyberse monster, anything that you want from your hand to the field, and then make its level the same as it. But now you don't really care about levels anymore. So now, guys, what you have here are Link to Cyberse Witch, EMP Meow Mine, Cyberse Integrator, and your Cyberse Deceive Worm. And this allows you to start going into your Cyberse and Firewall plays. Now, as you guys can see, that is only off of 2 cards in the deck. So a very, very potent starting combo that allows you to get some benefits from some of the monsters that you're using. On to the next. All right, guys, so here is our next little tiny mini combo here, guys. This one requires, one monster that can and one can't be special summoned. Sometimes, guys, you're not going to open up your Firewall Defensor. Every Cybers deck has that risk, and it runs that risk. And so I'm going to show you a couple of cool plays that you can do without having to open up your Firewall Defensor. And so we have right here, we've got Formwood Skipper and a Cybers monster that can be special summoned. So we'll start this move out with normal summoning our Formwood Skipper. We're going to link that into our brand new monster that has just come back, Linkuriboh. And now that Linkuriboh is back, we can now trigger our Formwood Skipper's effect, allowing us to search out a Scripton from our deck to our hand. And the reason we're grabbing Scripton is because we can banish our Formwood Skipper to the field to special summon Scripton to the board. Then, if we have one of our other monsters here, such as our Cybers Converter, we can special summon this card, and that will allow us to start off with a 3-card link play, just like that. Now, this is, of course, without the other 3 cards in your hand. And so, just a really, really good way to gain benefits and pluses off of a simple play utilizing your Linkuriboh. Final mini combo here, guys, I have requires just our Firewall Defensor. What we're going to do with our Firewall Defensor is link him off into our Linkuriboh as a rank or a link 1, and then instead of Firewall Defensor, we can grab our Firewall Guardian. You can then link these two off in, usually, guys, you'd have gone for Splash Mage here, but we can go for our Cybers Witch or our Code Talker. In this instance, it really depends on what you have, since we don't have a spell engrave, but we might have something like Silent Codec in our hand. Going into Code Talker in this play allows us to instantly grab one of our main combo pieces in the deck, guys. And that is the one and only Microcoder. And then, of course, you link Code Talker and Microcode into Transcode Talker. When Transcode Talker is link summoned, guys, you're allowed to add from your deck to your hand any Earth-type Cybers monster, and so you would grab your Code Generator from your deck to your hand. The important thing about Code Generator, guys, is that now he can be utilized in conjunction with your Code Talker, who can be revived back using your Transcode Talker here. Code Talker plus Code Generator equals a brand new link monster. So since you've already used a dark monster and thus cannot go into Protect Code Talker, the one that you can go into is the little used Xcode Talker with this play. Xcode Talker will activate with Signet Coding, allowing you to grab this from your deck to your hand. Now, of course, since it's a Wind Cybers monster, your Code Generator, which has been used for the link summon from your hand, will now trigger, allowing you to send your Dotscaper to the graveyard, who can then special summon himself to the board in any zone that you choose, and we might choose this zone for our Dotscaper. Now, for our next play, guys, let's try this out. We'll utilize our Transcode Talker and our Dotscaper in order to bring out our Code Talker Inverted. Code Talker Inverted special ability will trigger. That allows us to special summon a Cybers monster, but we can chain link 2 as long as we have a Cybers monster in our hand, which we do. It's our Parallel Exceed, which we just searched, allowing us to grab Lady Debug from our deck to our hand, and subsequently special summon it to the board. Lady Debug allows us to grab a level 3 or lower Cybers monster from our deck to our hand. So in this instance, let's grab our Meowmine. So now we have a whole bunch of Cybers plays ready to go in this sense of things here. And so when that happens, we now have our Parallel Exceed and our EMP Meowmine to the field. So for our next move, what we can do, guys, is we can special summon our EMP Meowmine if we would like, but one of the other cool plays that we can do here is we can link our Code Talker Inverted and our Lady Debug into another Code Talker monster, such as our Decode Talker Heat Soul. Heat Soul's effect will trigger, allowing us to grab any one of our fire monsters from our deck to our hand. So we have 3 different options we can choose here: addition, subtraction, and Code of Soul. Whichever one you'd like to take. It doesn't really matter for the specifics of this combo. So let's just grab subtraction right now. And you can utilize your Heat Soul's effect as well to pay 1,000 life points to draw 1 extra card to your hand. So now you've got these guys in your hand. Now, one of the next plays that we can make is we can play this. Special summon either our Subtraction or our EMP Meow Mine, which we can do here. And we can link these guys into our Firewall Dragon. And with Firewall Dragon on the field, we can special summon our Parallel Exceed to a zone that'll link monster points to. And when Parallel Exceed is special summoned, Parallel Exceed allows us to grab 1 more copy of itself, and then both monsters' levels go down to 4. Now, we have continued plays that we can make in this instance here, guys. But what we can do is, if we would like, since we don't have a monster in the upper monster zone here, we can link these 2 away as 2 Cybers monsters and go into our G-Golem Crystal Heart. Now, G-Golem Crystal Heart is great because it can special summon from our graveyard a link monster to a zone that monster points to, so long as that monster is an Earth. And this is a perfect way to grab back our Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker on the field, and of course we still have got our EMP Meow Mine in our hand. We can utilize we can utilize our G-Golem Crystal Heart to go into another link monster should we so choose. And in this instance, guys, one of the best monsters to go into might actually be one of our Firewall Dragons, or perhaps even our Protect Code Talker. It really, really depends on how you guys want to play this. So, as you can see, we have a ton of different options here off of just 1 singular play and 1 singular card. And so it's a really, really cool play that allows us to execute all of these different options utilizing our Signet codec. So this, of course, guys, as you know, you've got 3 more cards in your hand. So it doesn't even really matter what other plays you can have, but part of this is being able to extend if your opponent wants to nib you or they want to do some other kinds of things. Having those capabilities in this deck is really, really great. So guys, that's going to do it for our combos and our deck profile. If you guys like the video or want to see some more detailed combos, please let me know and I'd be happy to record them for you. This has been the Mermail Master signing out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.